Hello, good morning. Today is July 21st. Beautiful morning, very hot and humid today, especially in the north part of India. And before we start, I would like to tell you that we are live across social media. I'm going to read the news because anyway, I'm going to read the news for myself, and I'm also going to share the my description around those key items, news items. So before we proceed, I would like to tell you that this portion of the live stream is sponsored by Shopify, and Shopify and Akulmach brings to a fantastic scheme for you, where using the link given below in the description, you can avail a deal where you can actually convert your website into a e-commerce powerhouse. And by doing so, you can actually make your digital presence felt. So don't miss out on this opportunity. Try the link given in the description below. All right, and so let's move forward. And the news, very disturbing, very alarming information is that just couple of hours back in the morning, the city of Jaipur was rocked by earthquakes, and three earthquakes after a gap of every 30 minutes. This is an alarming situation. I think let's go deep dive into this information. I have not read this. So the scientists have found that at 4 a.m. The earthquake was experienced, the first one, and the epicenter is about 10 kilometers below the surface of Jaipur. And Jaipur is not a city where you will experience the earthquakes, because it's in the heart of the desert, and usually earthquakes usually occurs in the hilly regions. So very, very alarming. I think we need to find out what is the real reason for these earthquakes to happen. I mean, things are really happening in today's environment, which is we find it very difficult to explain sometimes, because what is the reason for something which is happening in certain part of the world, and there is no explanation, or probably there is no experience. There could be explanation over a long period of time, but so far Jaipur area or Rajasthan has not experienced any earthquakes. So this is quite alarming. So we will talk about it as and when we find. All right, let's move on to the next one. This is political in nature, where the opposition basically asked center to discuss the situation in Manipur. And as you know, the situation in Manipur is quite grave. There are two warring tribes which are battling it out among each other, and a whole lot of atrocities are being conducted by both parties. I mean, if you have to believe the social media, then of course yesterday's news is very alarming. But however, what happened yesterday was basically the end result of something which has been going on for few weeks, which erupted into a illegal activity which was done yesterday. So I think, in my opinion, the government should discuss this. This is something which is very urgent, and they should discuss it in detail, in my opinion. But I would like to know from you what you feel about this Manipur issue. Does it require stopping all other activities in parliament, and this matter has to be discussed, or this can wait and can be discussed as per this sequence? Like to know your thought. Okay, so moving on to the next information is about the range. So today expectation is in the city of Mumbai and the surrounding areas will experience heavy torrential rain. So orange alert has been announced in Mumbai, and in the surrounding area red alert. So you can imagine, red alert basically means very, very heavy rains, and people will have to be very, very cautious. when they actually step out of their homes, safe confined of their homes. Before we move forward, I would like to tell you that there is a link in the description where we are actually conducting a webinar on July 29th. And on July 29th, the webinar is about how you can set up the business. So we will actually conduct this webinar. It's absolutely free. Just click on the link below. It's a YouTube link. You can basically say that notify me. So once you do that, 29th of July, automatically the alert will be sent out to you. And this is a couple of hours long webinar where we will tell you what you have to do in terms of setting up the business. So basically how you can successfully launch your business. All right, so don't miss out on this. Click on the link given in the description. Let's go back to our news item. Okay, so let's skip the political angle, political side of things. So continuation with the rain warning in the middle western part, which is around Mumbai and surrounding areas. 100 locals have been evacuated, considering that there is going to be a landslide threat also because of the red alert. So from the Ghatkopar area in Mumbai, 100 locals have been evacuated from that area. Basically, there is a threat that because of the rain, there could be landslide in that area, and Ghatkopar area is kind of a hilly, mud hills are there, and mud is not a very stable material. So in case of rain, it can create a situation where this situation can erupt and become uncontrollable. So singer Diksha Patel is here with us. Hello, singer Diksha Patel. Good morning. And if you have any suggestions, any questions on the subject which is being discussed here, more than welcome to send in your comments. Look forward. All right, let's move ahead, and I want to skip the political aspect because politics does not add any value to our business scenarios unless it is very, very pressing. Okay, so we have covered the rains, and okay. So because of this early rain, there could be, so authorities are planning to basically make sure that the food deficit is taken care, because obviously India is a very populous country, and it has many mouth to feed, many people to be fed. So if there is scarcity of food, obviously the price rise will happen, and because of that, there could be situation where the prices may go up. As it is, the vegetable prices are also quite high right now. So India has imposed major rice exports, and so basically the rice export will be stopped for certain time, basically to fill their godowns, so that the Indians, when needed, can get access to the food in future. So considering the planning part of it, because the rains are happening, this is all because of El Nino, and next year there will be a drought situation because La Nina is going to be there. So we have discussed about this. So I think it's very prudent for government to plan things, make sure that people don't face scarcity, especially when it comes to food. All right, let's move to the next one. All right, so bullet train may be coming soon. The construction is going to start again, because I think when the bullet train project was kicked up, the construction of the bullet train tracks, etc., happened very rapidly, especially in the Gujarat region. However, it stalled because of the political reason when it reaches Maharashtra. So I think that portion is the most difficult one, because it has ocean, there is mountains, and probably a lot of study needs to be done. in that part of the world. So I think this is going to start now. All right. Obviously, I mean, the food delivery app are not accepting uh, the orders simply because it is a threat to the people, the delivery agents, for delivering the goods. So if you order sitting at home, but look at the risk that a delivery person will have to undertake while delivering your food. So I think this is something which is understandable. When it is raining, stay at home, cook your own food, don't order from outside, because you are going to risk a human's life. All right, so I'm skipping the political news. All right. All right, a lot of political notes. Let's look at the world, global information. Okay, so globally also a lot of politics is happening. Um, all right. All right, so nothing new globally. Let's look at the business. So nothing new has happened in the area of business as well. So all the important items we have discussed, and I've expressed my opinion on those. So if you have any questions, any suggestions, feel free to send in your comments, and we will take up your comments in tomorrow's news reviews, behind the scene reviews. And before I go, I would like to tell you that don't forget to join on July 29th our webinar, which is coming up on a Saturday at 11 a.m., which is focused on providing information on how you can set up a successful business. So don't miss out on this opportunity. So friends, thanks for joining in live today morning, and I will catch you again tomorrow. Bye bye for now, and have a nice day.